While a ton of information regarding the upcoming Lord of the Rings TV series has found its way online, Amazon has played coy about the series. Various reports have revealed details about the series, including that the studio has 5 seasons in the pipeline, the first will center on a young Aragorn, and that the Tolkien-based series will end up the most expensive TV show of all time. Now, Jennifer Salk, Amazon Studios' new executive, has spoken about the series. And although she also kept cards firmly to chest, some interesting revelations have been made. Salk first confirmed that the series will not retell the main events of the Lord of the Rings novels, but also insisted that the stories will feature characters we recognize. The executive also told publications that she spent 3 hours with Simon Tolkien, grandson of J.R.R. about the series, as well as time with Peter Jackson, starring Kristen Ritter, Rachel Taylor, Carrie-Anne Moss, David Tennant. Start date, the 8th of March, Netflix, starring Britt Marling, Emery Cohen, Phyllis Smith, Patrick Gibson, Jason Isaacs. Start date, the 15th of March, Netflix, starring Hilary Swank, Brendan Fraser, Donald Sutherland, Harris Dickinson, Anna Chancellor. Start date, the 25th of March 2018, AMC, Sky Atlantic. Air date TBA, starring Neil Patrick Harris, Melina Weissman, Patrick Warburton, Lucy Punch, Tony Hale, Nathan Fillion. Start date, the 30th of March, Netflix, starring Neil Patrick Harris, Melina Weissman, Patrick Warburton, Lucy Punch, Tony Hale, Nathan Fillion. Start date, the 30th of March, Fox UK. Air date TBA, starring Dan Stevens, Rachel Keller, Aubrey Plaza, Jean Smart, Jermaine Clement. Start date, the 17th of April, Fox, starring Daniel Brühl, Luke Evans, Dakota Fanning, Brian Jarrett. Start date, the 19th of April, Netflix, starring Evan Rachel Wood, Jeffrey Wright, Vandy Newton, Ed Harris, James Marsden. Start date, the 21st of April, HBO, starring Kim Dickens, Lenny James, Frank Delane, Alicia Debnam Carey, Coleman Domingo, Maggie Grace. Start date, the 23rd of April, AMC on BT TV, starring Elizabeth Moss, Joseph Fiennes, Samira Riley, Yvonne Strahovski, and Dowd. Start date, the 25th of April, Hulu, Channel 4. Air date TBA, starring Vanessa Redgrave, Kate Lamb, Stephen McGann, Leonie Elliott. Start date, TBA, BBC One. Start date, TBA, Channel 4. However, with regards Jackson, who was previously reported as saying he will not be involved, Salk says they have not finalized how involved the filmmaker will be, telling The Hollywood Reporter, "We're still very much in conversation with him about what kind of involvement he would propose." Salk also hinted at when we can expect the series to finally reach Amazon, saying, "It'll be in production in 2 years, on the air in 2021 is the hope." But there are other people who wish it was 2020. Amazon are currently hosting meetings with writers for the new series. Although nothing has apparently been set in stone, there have been a lot of informational meetings about the material and about the scope of what we can do. Salk said, "My hope would be to put together a group of talented people, which will obviously have a leader who can embark on this big ambitious endeavor." Previous reports have claimed the first series will focus on a young Aragorn, played by Viggo Mortensen in the films. The story will be derived from Tolkien's appendices and notes rather than being a direct adaptation of the novel, and will reportedly focus on a different character each season. Peter Jackson confirms he will not be involved with Amazon LOTR series. Certain actors from Tolkien's trilogy may have ruled themselves out of appearing. Andy Serkis, who played Gollum in Gimli, star John Rhys Davis. However, one person who'd be up for returning is Gandalf himself, Sir Ian McKellen. Speaking on BBC Radio 2 about the series, he hinted that he'd be unhappy if producers were to recast the character. "What do you mean, another Gandalf?" he told presenter Graham Norton. "I haven't said yes because I haven't been asked to return." "But are you suggesting that someone else is going to play it? Gandalf is over 7,000 years old, so I'm not too old." The initial news of a Lord of the Rings series came as a surprise to many. Tolkien estate had a fraught relationship with the studio who adapted the story, with Jackson, New Line, engaging in a legal battle in 2012. The author's heirs filed a lawsuit against the filmmakers after characters from the series appeared on slot machines and other games. An undisclosed settlement was met out of court. Tolkien's son, Christopher, has also been a vocal critic of the filmed adaptations, at one stage saying, "They gutted the book, making an action film for 15 to 25-year-olds. Christopher resigned from the Tolkien estate on the 31st of August last year, only weeks before the Amazon deal was made official. Simon, who has been having the discussions with Amazon, is Christopher's oldest son.